watch it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting locked up down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get tough, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy.
Catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping, I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm erased.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You can look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 47 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. The solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jets.
Moore, the man in motion. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12. 21. Here we go. 11.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0.
14. Patriots, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Now Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the Jets' 15-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Here we go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He finds Douglas complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 11.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. 11.
On 2nd and 10, Jones over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
11. 12.
Back to throw. Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Patriots first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go. 11.
Back to throw again. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Get set. 21. Here we go. 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Stevenson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He finds Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, New York.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Rodgers now on 1st down. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 26. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught, and he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki, 34 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And it's caught at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20, Breece Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
11.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hall on a give up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Back north.
Now it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll run with Hall. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
21,
We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He finds Douglas complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Douglas, the man in motion. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
12. 21.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. 11.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Over. Put a 50. Gun. Jumbo. Flip again.
Rodgers looking to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Jets.
Yeah, this. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slow.
Let me fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know?